So it is almost to the end of 2011, and I thought I'd make a new video. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, but just before Christmas, the middle of December, I decided to come out to most of my family. I didn't come out to my dad, and I'm kind of hesitant to come out to my dad because we were always really close. And I'm a little afraid of the way that's going to go down. I just don't want him to feel any differently about me, because, you know, even after I came out as a lesbian, like, we always had a really close relationship, and I kind of get the sense that he sees me as, you know, we always joked that I was the son he never had, and I'm afraid that when I do come out as his son, he's not going to be able to see me in the same light, and he's going to be really awkward around me. But we have jokes, you know, of, you know, checking out girls together and things like that, and he's good about it. Like, he's gotten to that point. But I don't know how he's going to respond to the fact that I am, in fact, his son and not his daughter, his lesbian daughter. And so it's going to be, I'm going to be careful about the way that I come out to him. But I came out to my sisters, all three of them, and two of them cried happy tears, and they said, you know, we just want you to be happy. And one of them said that she's so proud of me, and they can see how happy this transition has made me, and how I'm innately happy, as opposed to happy on chemicals, or, you know, happy because, you know, I'm being forced to be happy. And it's made such a difference in my life, and they can see that. And, you know, it's just unbelievable, and, you know, it really is. And my older sister, you know, she's maybe a little bit more awkward about it, but she definitely is also happy for me, happy that, you know, I'm happy. My mom is really cautious. She's not the most supportive of me, and never has been, but she's also not the most supportive of anything, of any of us, anything that we do. And she says things like, you know, take it really slow, make sure you're not making mistakes, and that kind of thing. And the fact of the matter is that I would rather make this mistake and do something that I would later regret, than to live the life that I've been living and trying to live for 28 years unsuccessfully and making me miserable, than live the life that I've been living for the last 6 months and truly, to the core of me, happy, and feeling comfortable in the body that I have now, and feeling comfortable to the mind that I have now, as a man, and feeling like I finally, for once in my life, fit who I actually am, than, you know, to try and continue feeling like I'm living a lie, feeling like I'm trying to fit into a box that I don't fit into, never fit into, and trying to make sense of things that I couldn't make sense of. And so I am trying to take things slow, and I don't, you know, I'm not rushing out to go get surgery, and I'm not even rushing into going on T. You know, I've been doing the natural transition thing, and slowly doing T boosters, and actually I stopped those, and I think I'm going to stop those for about 2 weeks, and then go back on a cycle again after the start of January. But I've seen some gains. I've seen some an alteration in my hip to waist ratio, to a more masculine ratio, and I'm really pleased with that. My voice has dropped a little bit. I even can see a little bit of change in my facial structure. I can see, you can't really see it because of the shadow, but I can see a little bit of a change in my Adam's apple. And I've got a little bit of peach fuzz growing. It's nothing that you really can tell, especially in the dark video, but when I shave, I can see it growing. And I'm a really pale guy. My hair is really pale, and I'm never really going to get much of a dark, thick beard. I take after my dad, and he doesn't have a single chest hair. You know, his arm hair is as dark as mine is right now, and, you know, you see that. The hair on my legs is as much hair as he has on his legs right now, with, you know, just a 2-month cycle of T-boosters. And I don't ever anticipate that I'll get incredibly hairy. But when I go on T, I do expect that I'll probably get more hair than probably he has. And I'm thrilled about that, you know. I expect that probably I'll start a full cycle and start in earnest maybe this spring, before my 29th birthday, and that makes me so overjoyed. But all in all, you know, my mom didn't disown me. My mom didn't refuse to call me by male pronouns, although she hasn't been referring to me by any pronouns in my presence. I haven't heard her call me she or he. I haven't heard her call me Shay or Daniel in my presence. I haven't really heard her speak much to me at all since I came out. I have heard her say, you know, well, just because you always dressed in guy clothes doesn't mean that you're a guy. I've heard her say, you know, that she would have seen indications of this sooner, you know, if I had really been trans. And I tried to explain to her, you know, this and this and this and this, you know, these are all indications, you know, that I felt, you know, going long-standing from high school, from college, from being a child. And, you know, she refuted all of my claims. And, you know, she's just trying to make sense of it, and none of it makes sense to her. But, you know, none of it made sense to me at the beginning either. And I think that she'll come around eventually. Eventually, the same way that she did come around to me coming out the first time as a lesbian. But, you know, when you're in a female body and you're attracted to females, you know, you don't have a whole lot of other things that you can make sense of other than, you know, you're told that you're a female and you know that you're attracted to women. So, you know, make sense of that. So I tried to. And I tried so hard to be what I was told that I was, and I wasn't. It didn't fit. And, you know, I felt like if I had been born a guy, things would have worked out. Things would have made sense. But the fact that I wasn't born a guy means that, you know, I had to be a woman. And I realized that I wasn't. And it finally struck me that I was trying so hard to fit into this box that I wasn't. And it was an option for me to not live in a life that I couldn't survive in. I mean, I tried. God knows I tried. And I'm not trying anymore. I'm just going to live as me. And that makes me so happy. Just to stop forcing it. And as much as I have to alter my physical body on a day-to-day basis and bind and do things to try and pass, life is so much easier now when I don't have to keep trying to be female and I can just be male. Like, even I have to, you know, wake up and try and pass. I don't have to force it. I just have to be me, and I pass more easily. I fit more easily just being a man than I do trying to be this awkward female, you know. And people will perceive me as female, or people will see me as male, but I slide into male more comfortably than I do as this awkward female. And, you know, I'm just so much more comfortable. And my sisters have told me that they see me as male. Like, they just find it so easy to see that. And, God, that thrills me. And my sisters, I told them, you know, you can call me Shay. Shay is a male name, too. And I'm fine with that, because a lot of people, they go by one name. with their family, and they go by a different name with their friends and acquaintances, and in their social life. Like some people will go by a nickname or whatever, and I'm fine with being Shay with my family, but they're calling me Daniel, and that just, it makes me so happy because they see it, like they really see me as me, and I can't tell you what that means. Like, I can't tell you what that means. And, my older sister, she's still calling me Shay, and I think she probably will continue calling me Shay. And that's fine, too. Like, that doesn't bother me, because when we hung up the phone, she lives in Germany, and we had a short conversation, and we hung up the phone, and she goes, she always ends her phone calls with, "I'll see you later, sister." And she goes, "Well, I'll see you later, sister. I mean, sibling." And it just was like, the fact that she's trying and wants to be trying. And my other sisters, they might say she, or they might say Shay, and then they are like he, and they're trying. And it's not that they don't make mistakes. Of course they make mistakes. They've known me for 28 years as she and Shay, and they want to know me as he, and they want to see me as the man that I am. And oh my God, it feels so good. It feels so good. And this is probably the longest video that I've ever made, and I don't even know if I'm going to caption it. I probably will at some point, and it's going to be so long. But God, I can't tell you how happy I am. I can't tell you how happy I am. But I'm going to hang up now. Stop recording, whatever.